You know what? I just had a double thought, and that's what I'm going to call it, a double thought, where I seen something and I was like, well, that's kind of funny. But then after you think about it, you're like, you know what? That's not funny at all. That really is not funny at all whatsoever. Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. Like I said, I had a double thought and it made me click my button. You know how I do. I'll be in my travels, I'll be running around these internet streets, and then I'll see something, and sometime it'll spark me. And when it does, then I click my button. And that's what I did here. I was in my travels and I ran across a TikTok video. This was a TikTok, and it made me say, well, wait a minute. I know as a people, we're a bit desensitized. We are. We just see stuff and then we just, you seen that you saw it and you just keep it on moving. And some things you just be like, child, hilarious, just ridiculous. Some things are just so ridiculous. Anyway, I saw this TikTok video where there was these women. It looked like they were in like a salon or outside a salon, and there was a sheriff's van, and there were prisoners in a van. Well, it might have just been the one prisoner. However, the prisoner escaped the van and took off running, and the cop is running behind him and can't catch him. The man was handcuffed and had the little orange suit on and everything, ran, hit it, jumped the fence, and then the cop, which is something that we see so often, which was the thing that it was kind of like funny, like, look at this. This is just negligence. To let them actually get away from you. They got away from you with handcuffs on, and then they jump a fence, and basically you can't jump the fence to catch them. And all the while, these women are outside of this salon or whatever it is, and they are filming and cracking up laughing. Cracking up laughing. And baby, he didn't hit it. He didn't hit it. And the cop, like I said, what is your whole purpose? You need to be handing out traffic citations, I guess, because it was just very, very much that. Very that. And I'm like, you got to be kidding. Like, you got to be kidding. Taxpayers' money down the drain. And that's what it was given. And they were laughing. And they're like laughing. They're like, baby, he gone. He is gone. And the cop was literally just useless. So I'm looking and I'm like, yeah, I guess that's funny. That was funny. Ridiculous. So, of course, now I laughed. Then I thought about it. And I said, that actually ain't funny. That really ain't funny. And the women who were laughing and filming, I said, that ain't really all that funny. Because when you really think about what actually really happened and what could have happened, that's when I said, double thought. On second thought, that ain't all that funny. Because, first of all, he was in handcuffs for a reason. He wasn't in handcuffs because they look cute with his outfit. He was in handcuffs for a reason. You don't know exactly who that person is. You don't know what that person did. You don't know what that person was actually in jail or being taken to jail for. Everybody who's in jail is not innocent and then got jailed and deserves for us to say, oh, he done been jailed wrongly and get him out. Some people actually did do, we would like to think most of the people did what it was that they were actually put in there for. And when you really think about what it was I was looking at, this person is now in the neighborhood. You don't know who that person is. You don't know what that person is capable of. Now, just the whole escape thing, that could have been a thing where shots rang out. And here you are, you filming. You ain't taking cover. You're filming. So you're out there. Bullets don't have names on them. Bullets don't have names on them. So you see where I'm at? Like it just really, when you really think about what was going on, there wasn't nothing funny about it. There wasn't nothing funny about it. Laughing at the cop who couldn't catch the person. Now they done let loose a criminal into the neighborhood. What was that person actually in that van for? Was that person a burglar? Was that person a thief? Was that person a killer? Were they a rapist? Maybe they were a predator. You don't know who that man was who has now been released out into the neighborhood. So I had to really like basically check myself. Like I'm laughing. I'm like, this ain't funny. And they laughing. It ain't funny. And it really ain't funny because it wasn't my neighborhood. It was your neighborhood. You're watching as whoever that is and whatever that is just got back out into the neighborhood. See, it won't be so funny if you get your hair all done and, you know, God help you, you laying in the bed and at 3 a.m. said person crawl through your window because they done been let loose onto the street by a police officer that ate too many donuts or just don't care to climb the fence. But what I saw, he couldn't climb it. So that's why I said, you know, it just kind of hit me and it just gave me a double thought. And I said, maybe I was just thinking too hard. Y'all tell me in the comments, James, you thinking too hard. You're doing too much, Spillitboy. You need to go get some rest. Or was it really worth the double thought? I believe it was worth the double thought. I think it was worth me thinking harder about the situation and really checking myself as to being so desensitized and laughing at stuff. And I did. I really did have to give myself one old nasty piece of old Tamar, honey. I had to do it to myself. I had to read myself. I was out of order because it wasn't. It really wasn't funny. And then even for him, the guy who did the escaping, it's not funny because, listen, he's escaped the police. They're not just going to let it go. They're not going to let it go. Hopefully this don't happen, but he could lose his life. He could literally lose his life with them trying to recapture him. So you see what I'm saying? When I really sat back and thought about what I actually had watched going on, all the humor, I mean, you know, him not being able to jump the fence and stuff, the cop not being able to jump the fence, that was one thing. But when you really think about the severity of the situation, it really, and like I said, I had to check myself because I was like, is it funny for real? No, it really wasn't funny. It really wasn't funny. And it really wasn't time to make a TikTok video either. Anyway, like I said, I was just in my travels and watching and had to check myself about what I was watching and how I was watching it. You all listen. Can't nobody check me like I could check me. And I felt like at that point I needed to check myself. Yes, we as a people have been desensitized to some things, but sometimes you got to put your adult cap on. And I don't think I had it on at that point. So I had to check myself and push my button and talk. Is this you? Have you watched a TikTok video or a video of some sort out here where you felt the need to check yourself, or is it just me? Is it just me? Or have you ever actually ran into a time when you were just tick-tocking or pushing your buttons and found a time when you need to put on your adult cap and check yourself? A double thought. A double thought is what I'm going to call it. And I have them at times. I have double thoughts. And I think I'm going to start doing it more often. I think if I do it more often, when I'm having double thoughts like that and I check myself right then and I push the button, then maybe those situations will happen less. Anyway, I don't know. Am I thinking too much? Do I need to go get some rest? Y'all tell me what y'all think. Y'all gonna do it anyway. Y'all will do it anyway. But remember, can't nobody check me like I could check me. Anyway, all right, y'all. That's it. I'm just talking. I don't want to start rambling. Listen, thank you for clicking the video. This has been a double thought with SpillitBoy TV. Listen, I'll talk with y'all later. Hit them comments. Tell me what you think. Am I just rambling on, or did I say something that rang true with you? All right. Later, y'all.